Okay, so some breaking news today. Josh Gordon has been reinstated for the final 2 weeks of the season. He will begin COVID testing Friday and will join the Seahawks on Wednesday if tested negative. He is permitted and taking part in meetings, individual workouts, and strength and conditioning, but is not permitted to to be with the team in practice. He was suspended Week 15 last season, and this was written by Brady Henderson of ESPN. Um, Honestly, congrats to Josh Gordon. He gets another chance in the NFL. Um, with that being said, I think he's going to be a big. I think he's going to be a big asset to Seattle because I think when he is healthy, he is a very good wide receiver. In my opinion, Josh Gordon is the perfect wide receiver that you would want. He's 6'3", 225 pounds. He's fast. He's strong. He has good route running. He's smart. He's smart on the field. You know what I'm saying? He off the field he has his issues, but again, people don't understand how much addictions can affect you. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how addictions feel because I've never really been addicted to anything that bad. I never really smoked, drank, didn't do any drugs or anything like that. So I can't tell you how it feels. You know what I'm saying? He could probably he's had experience with it. But honestly, you just gotta feel bad that like he keeps going through it. And I wish him the best of luck. You know, he's in a profession where he can't do that stuff, but when he's on the field, he's a very productive player for whatever team that is. He was very productive on the New England Patriots. Then the New England Patriots cut him when he had that injury, and then he went to Seattle and I think he failed another drug test, but now he gets another shot at redemption. Honestly, he is very similar to DK Metcalf. You know, 6'3", 225 pounds. That's what Josh Gordon is. DK is 6'4", 229. So they are very similar to they are very similar physically. I think when he is playing, he could be as big of a freak of nature as DK Metcalf is. And I know it's a crazy stretch, but when he is healthy, he's a problem. DK Metcalf, man, like I mean, great wide receiver, and you can double team him all you like, and you can double team Tyler Lockett all you like. But just remember, there's a guy named Josh Gordon who probably hasn't lost a beat. And honestly, when he comes back for these final 2 weeks of the season, everybody better fear Seattle because this team offensively is coming for you.
Right, and I agree with you 100%. You're spot on everything you said. I want to go back to the whole drug thing. So I want to go a little off topic for a minute. I know you can't relate to the whole drug thing because you know I've known you for basically my entire life. You know I know you haven't let drugs into you, but I have. I was a drug addict. I was an alcohol addict. I know what it's. At first, I was like, you know, you're getting paid millions of dollars and you're smoking weed and you're getting suspended. You know, and I'm gonna quote Stephen A. right here. You know, like, you know, is there weed that's worth tens of millions of dollars? There isn't. I have never seen any weed in my life as much as I smoked it before. I'm clean now, but when I smoked it, I had never once in my life seen weed worth over millions of dollars. But now I understand why, you know, there is like depression, there are events that lead you into your life that lead you to become an addict with alcohol or drugs. And I experienced that in my life. And now I kind of understand why Josh Gordon was the way he was. With that said, you know, to anybody out there, you know, whether you're an athlete, especially a professional athlete, especially if you're one that wants to go out there and become a professional athlete, like me and many others, you know, take my word for it. You know, you were in school, you know, especially with those assemblies in high school, especially Mario can vouch for me. We had a lot of them with the drug assemblies. They tell you never to do drugs, and what ends up happening is these kids end up doing it because they want to know why. And I was one of those kids. You know, I was one of those kids that was like, why? Well, why don't do drugs? Let me find out, and I do it, and I do it, and now I understand why they say, you know, don't do drugs. So the cutting point is, you know, obvious, and a lot of people that are addicts out there, I feel your pain. I know what it's like, and it really sucks, you know. And a lot of people say you did it to yourself, and in a way, yes, but there are other things that happen in your life that contribute to it, and it's not an easy thing to get over. So, you know, point is you know if you were once an addict or are an addict right now, you know, I encourage you to seek help. You know, tell your story because you know a lot of addicts don't get to live to see another day to tell their story. You know, some of them do, but others aren't so lucky. So you know, I encourage you all. You know, don't do drugs. Those of you that don't do drugs, don't do it. It's not anything to be proud of. It's not anything to hold a title for. It's just not. It's not good for you. cut and chase. So just take my word for it. Take everybody that tells you those words, take their word for it. Especially people that have done it before too. Take their word for it too. That's the best person you can go to with a drug problem, is to go to someone that's been through it. And that's something that I'm doing right now. So just take my word for it. Take everybody's word for it. Do not do drugs. Don't let it consume you.